Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we will present to you top 10 new open world survival games 2024. You will not regret playing it. Let's go. State of Decay 2. State of Decay 2 is a zombie survival game with an emphasis on scavenging for items in which gameplay is experienced from a third-person view. The game is set in an open-world environment and features cooperative gameplay with up to 3 other players. The player can choose from several locations to build a base, then reinforce and improve it with various facilities like watchtowers, gardens, sleeping quarters, kitchens, workshops, medical bays, etc., to help keep survivors safe and healthy. Part of the game is balancing the use of resources: food, medicine, ammo, and construction materials. They can be obtained by scavenging or trading with NPCs. Ark: Survival Evolved is a creative and challenging game where players must light a candle without using traditional ignition methods like matches or lighters. Participants are given various items such as magnifying glasses, batteries, steel wool, paper, and flint, and must creatively combine these to generate a flame. The game emphasizes problem-solving and innovation, encouraging players to think outside the box. It can be played individually or in teams, with a focus on safety if real fires involved, and can also be adapted to a virtual format. The game ends when a player successfully lights the candle, fostering an engaging and educational experience. The Altars is an upcoming narrative-driven adventure game developed by 11-Bit Studios, known for their work on titles like This War of Mine and Frostpunk. The game explores the concept of alternate realities and parallel lives, focusing on Jan Dolsky, who creates alternate versions of himself, each embodying different life choices and personalities. These altars help Jan navigate complex moral and existential dilemmas in a sci-fi setting as he seeks solutions to his critical situation. The game delves into themes of identity, choice, and consequence, promising a rich, thought-provoking experience that challenges players to reflect on the paths not taken in their own lives. Dune: Awakening is an open-world survival MMO set in the expansive universe of Frank Herbert's Dune. Players immerse themselves in the harsh desert planet of Arrakis, where they must contend with extreme environmental conditions, scarce resources, and formidable foes. The gameplay combines elements of exploration, resource management, and combat, as players build shelters, mine for valuable spice, and form alliances or rivalries with other players. With a focus on survival and strategy, players navigate dynamic events and engage in large-scale battles, all while uncovering the secrets of Arrakis and striving for dominance in this unforgiving landscape. Gameplay in One Paragraph is a sandbox survival game set in a post-apocalyptic world where players must contend with mutated creatures and a desolate environment following a mysterious catastrophe. The gameplay involves scavenging for resources, crafting weapons and shelters, and forming alliances or competing with other survivors. Players explore a vast, open world filled with dangers and dynamic events, engaging in both PvE, player versus environment, and PvP, player versus player combat. The Forever Winter is a survival adventure game set in a post-apocalyptic world engulfed in a relentless, eternal winter. Players navigate through a frozen wasteland, facing the dual challenges of extreme cold and scarce resources. The gameplay involves scavenging for supplies, crafting essential gear, and building shelters to withstand the harsh environment. Players must manage their health, hunger, and warmth while encountering various threats, including hostile creatures and other survivors. The game's dynamic weather system and day-night cycles add to the complexity, requiring strategic planning and adaptability. Nakwan Last Paradise immerses players in a hauntingly atmospheric post-apocalyptic world where survival is paramount. Players navigate a sprawling, decimated urban landscape filled with hidden dangers and scarce resources. The game emphasizes strategic decision-making, requiring players to manage their supplies, forge alliances, and fend off both hostile survivors and deadly mutated creatures. Sand plunges players into a vast, open-world desert environment where they must master the art of survival amidst relentless sandstorms and harsh conditions. The game combines elements of exploration, resource management, and tactical combat as players scavenge for vital supplies, construct shelters, and navigate treacherous terrain. Players encounter various factions and characters, each with their own motives and storylines, influencing the dynamic narrative. Terminator Survivors thrusts players into a dystopian future where they must outwit and outlast relentless waves of Terminator machines. Set in a post-apocalyptic landscape, the game emphasizes fast-paced action and strategic survival as players scavenge for weapons, fortify their hideouts, and form alliances with other survivors. Each encounter with the formidable Terminators tests players' combat skills and resourcefulness, pushing them to adapt quickly and use the environment to their advantage. Jurassic Park Survival immerses players in a thrilling adventure on a dinosaur-infested island, where the primary goal is to stay alive amidst the prehistoric predators. Players must navigate through dense jungles, abandoned facilities, and treacherous landscapes, using stealth, wit, and limited resources to avoid or confront dangerous dinosaurs. The game combines elements of exploration, crafting, and survival tactics, requiring players to gather supplies, build shelters, and create tools or weapons. Along the way, players uncover hidden secrets and piece together the story of the island's downfall.